Thor Smith with Buck and Stock News. Again, I'm here at the 16th annual Two Bulls Challenge, Bugs and Bulls Futurity in Duncan, Oklahoma. I'm sitting here with the man that makes it happen, Jim Mclain, owner-operator Two Bulls. I bet you're tired after a long day.
I'm starting to catch my breath.
Did you get to watch and enjoy any of it?
Man, I got to see pieces, parts of all of it, the good and the bad, the bull talent amazes me. I just keep thinking how all these great programs and people that are doing their homework and putting together good genetics and doing great jobs of taking care of their animals and training and nutrition and bringing them to town, and it's working. And you see the big guys win, you see the little guys win, and it's exciting. It's exciting for me to see all of it. And it was an amazing set. There was 4 bulls 90 or over in the open. Yeah.
The heifer deal was really solid. I mean, there were some solid heifers.
Yeah.
The youth class, Payson Parker won with his. We got to talk to Payson the night before.
Right.
His bull Patches was outstanding.
Right.
Crawfish eating contest looked like it went pretty well. How'd that go? I was busy at that time. I didn't get to see it. Who won?
It was Court Richards won. And I'm going to tell you, it was funny because we were trying to figure out how we were going to do this. And at first it was going to be, how much can you eat? We thought, man, that's going to take a long time. And, who wants to get that stuff? We still got a lot of bulls to buck. And so we decided it was going to be, how fast could you eat 5 pounds? Well, initially it was going to be eat the tail, suck the head, eating crawfish. Well, that kind of didn't, and we do so many things on the fly. We make changes that fit what we're doing. And so it ended up being, it started out being, okay, we're going to give them 7 pounds and just eat the tails. Well, after we watched the first 3 guys go through it, and I mean, that's a lot of crawfish. And so then we decided, maybe what we really need to do here is it needs to be how much can you eat in 5 minutes? Let's not just keep everybody here for hours on end. We got bulls to buck too. It's not just about the crawfish. It's about the bulls. That's just the added attraction. And man, there were some people sit down, guys and gals, sit down there, and I mean, they threw down some mud bugs now. And Court Richards, it ended up, we backed it up to 5 pounds. So all this stuff's on the fly. Back it up to 5 pounds, and in 5 minutes, Court Richards eats over 4.5 pounds of crawfish in 5 minutes. I mean, that he's got it down. He's just shucking them and eating them, and
I don't think they had a great day in the Futurity, so I'm glad he got the win in the crawfish.
Yeah, he won a big old Yeti cooler, one of them big, nice rolling Yeti coolers, about a $350 cooler, and that was cool. And Custom Ink, Rustic Ink Customs makes awards for some plaque stuff. They did really nice plaques and stuff for the deal as well, and so it was cool. The crawfish eating. So to answer your question, the crawfish eating was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And Jay Gidrow and that crew. I was calling them Louisiana Swamp Stompers, and they said, "Hey, we the Coon-Ass Mafia." I'm done going to told you about 5 or 3 times now. And them guys come in and cooked and just did an amazing, I mean, it was just an amazing feast all weekend long. And Qualitech stepped in and said, hey, we've been your hospitality host and sponsor for, I couldn't tell you how many years now, probably 7 or 8 or 9 years. And, they picked up the tab on it, and it was just great. We have a lot of really good partners that help make this event happen. And it was special. I got to see a lot of people, and Joe and Nina Webb and the Julians, they win the
They got the win today. Won a really cool skull. If you haven't seen it, go find a picture of it. I'm sure it's online somewhere.
Oh yeah,
really beautiful.
Joseph Dewey. This guy is a phenomenal artist. You know, and he. I mean, this is all freestyle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not tracing it. He's
yeah.
this guy's amazing. And so it was good. Like I said, the heifers were rank. And I think that's really opening up a great new market. These heifers, because if you're just breeding heifers, you're 4 years before you even know if you got anything that's going to make a bucker. Well, if you can take and bring her to town and she bucks and she'll earn her way until she has that first calf and it proves itself. Now we're developing I think that's definitely developing a market for performance bred heifers, not just on paper, actual performance in the arena.
There was 18 entered in that division. I think it won it, don't quote me, but I think 85.2 won it.
Yep.
Something right there.
Yep.
And it was pretty solid throughout.
Yep.
It was pretty solid throughout. 18 entries in the heifer deal is good.
Oh, I was tickled to death. Tickled with every, so many people y'all brought. So tickled for Trig. He got to bring his heifer, and that's what we want. We want people to go, hey, you know what? I can reach out here and I can come and compete with what I have.
Yeah.
If I've got heifers, I can compete with my heifers. If I got 2-year-olds, I can bring my 2-year-olds, whether it's in the junior, the cowgirls, or the open, or the limited. We'll be having yearling events coming up, and so, for me, it's satisfying to be able to bring people together, and they bring that talent of livestock to town, and it's a competition. I mean, it was tough all the way to the end.
Well, I know it's been here for 16 years. You've been putting on events for 16 years.
Yep.
Bigger and better than ever. When is the next one?
Next one will be the American Heritage, June 13th through the 15th. This is our 5th year to produce the American Heritage here in Duncan.
And so what classes will be in that? Will it just be the 2-year-old American Heritage and the yearling American Heritage you got to buy a spot for? Or will there be some other classes that people can enter and bring some stuff?
Well, I hate to say I don't know. We will have the American Heritage 2-year-old, obviously. We will have the yearling American Heritage event as well. We're still talking about, okay, are we gonna have a cowgirls and juniors? And I'm sure there will be a cowgirls and the juniors. I don't know if there's going to be an open side class like we've had in the past. We try to change things up to keep it fresh, but as much as anything, make it to where we make the event fit what the industry is wanting at that time and needs, not just wants but needs, to help us keep moving forward. To answer your question, I don't know, other than the 2-year-olds and the yearlings.
Yeah, so stay tuned to the Two Bulls page.
Buck and Stock News.
Buck and Stock News.
ABBI.
We'll kind of let you know what events are coming, and if you have a request, if you want to bring a yearling or if you want to bring a whatever class, contact Jim. Reach out to him, and if there's enough interest, maybe they can build a class for that.
Right. If not, we can build an event to have it.
Yeah.
And then our next event, September, will be like the 14th, 15th, that range. That'll be our big yearling feature. We've been doing that event this will be the 5th year for it as well. And that's our big yearling event at the end of the year. And kind of everybody's getting ready to go to Vegas. And we usually have a 2-year-old wild card with that. And, I'm looking forward to seeing the yearlings where we're going to be at then, because right then's a really good indicator of what we're going to see in Vegas. And last year we had 240 some odd entries in our fall yearling event, and it was amazing to see them buck here and then go to Vegas a month later and just see how much better, or worse. It can go either way. They're still babies. We're still dealing with kindergarten kids, and and sometimes that's a long ways to haul them. But it's nice to kind of get a preview of them here.
Sure. It's been a great event. I appreciate you putting it on. We're going to come back next year. For everybody at home, if you have any supplement needs, be sure to stay tuned with twobulls.net. Follow the Buck and Stock News on Facebook and Instagram. We've also got a podcast if you haven't heard it. It can be pretty informative. Jim, thanks for taking the time to spend with us. Thanks for putting on a great event.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing you in June.
Hey, we're looking forward to having you. Thanks, Buck and Stock News, for coming out, and you guys have done a phenomenal job. And I'm always excited to read and watch and listen to the podcast. We appreciate y'all being here and look forward to having you back at all of our events.
We'll be here.